Greetings, Keech Lanes. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of One Piece, Chapter 1138. It's called Harley. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Do we need to zoom in? Just a tad. Alright. Okay. So, as we knew, it was Who's Who's base. All of his cat-themed people are here. And he's raising a sake cup. Seems to be having a good old time here in Udon. So let's see here. This is volume 24. The base belongs to Who's Who. But enough of that. The aftermath of Loki's defiance. Yeah, he lost his wolf buddy. He's huffing and puffing. You're the spitting image of red-haired Shanks. Oh, so you know who he is. Did you really think I'd just write that off as a coincidence? Mind your own business. That matter has nothing to do with you. You're not wrong, but a great pirate and a celestial dragon, they're polar opposites. You can't blame me for being curious. Anyone would find it strange that you two share the same face. Okay. Let's see here. The pirate you're referring to is my younger twin. Oh, so you're the older one. Okay. He went astray. At one point, he did return to the Holy Land, but he seems he grew too attached to the filthy world of the surface. At one point? Okay, so maybe that actually was him? The one time we saw Marijola? He returned. I see. It's funny how it ended up hating both of you brothers. And I thought my grudge couldn't get any worse. What a family. You bastards. When I get out of these chains... Okay, so you hate Shanks. Why? Did he help? Wait a minute. Oh my god. It makes even more sense now. The whole kinship with the giants. Did he help chain up freaking... It has to be. It aligns with when he became an Emperor of the Sea. Let's see here. You know what I'll do, right? I'll make it my mission to make sure my buddies are avenged. Okay, so those other animals got killed as well. Though I think we did see the aftermath of this, but it's like it wasn't as clear to what had happened to them because we didn't fully understand her powers at the time. Was that supposed to be a threat? Captain, you don't have to. I know. Oh, he unsheathed his sword. He isn't worthy getting my hands dirty over. Isn't that right? Wait. Oh my god, does he have Cerberus? Holy shit. Cerberus? So the Cerberus devil fruit, I'm guessing, his sword ate it? So we have a Funkfried situation? Arf, arf. So it's like Cerberus. Wait. What the hell is that? The blade's coming out of the... It's my biting blade. Oh my god, the blades are coming out of the swords. The blades are coming out of the swords. That isn't what I meant to say. The blades are coming out of their mouths, and it's like each one has its own blade. So what was one blade became three. What's with this creepy thing? And it's huge. Wait a minute. Is it rotating? Huh? What the heck? Captain, let's clean it up here and move on. Scramble. What? So what, does he have like a spinning sword and she's got kind of like a... I don't know what she's made. Huh. So they're gonna kill Loki? That... What the hell? Its head's popped off? Oh, and she made an arrow bird for them to fly away on. Okay, so that explains how I guess they couldn't leave the same way they showed up. Feel free to hunt me down anytime. I'll face you then, assuming you survive this. Hey, hey. You gotta be kidding me. Wait, What happened to them? Where did they go? What? No way. If that thing gets me, those celestial bastards. Okay, so he's got three blades, and they're like flaming, like black flame blades. And it's like, so Cerberus's power is weird. If this is the devil fruit, this could be anything else, to be honest. I have no idea. But it seems really cool. So Loki just got stabbed 3 times over by essentially sword dog missiles. Total subjugation isn't feasible now. Let's start by taking their children hostage. We'll need an extra person. Understood. Who shall I call? Okay, so they're calling him reinforcements, and they plan on getting Elbath soon. Quest Castle. I'm telling you, it was red-haired. Liar. Shanks would never attack for no reason. It's the truth. I saw him with my own eyes. Red-haired has visited Elbath many times. I recognized him. But I know Shanks. He's a super cool guy. Maybe it was just someone who looked like him. It was shocking. We were wondering what he was doing in the castle. He just left Elbath recently, right? Wouldn't it be weird for him to come right back just to skulk around? Even if you're telling the truth, there's no way it would make it Shanks. Shanks is always calm and laid back. Him doing something like this just doesn't add up. You really have faith in him, huh? You betcha, Nami. I'd tick you off just as much if someone badmouth Telmare. Isn't it Belmare? It's Belmare. So it was a lookalike. That or a brother, maybe. You're very right about that one. Shanks' brother, well, if he has one, he's probably a nice guy too. But honestly, he never talked about his family. I heard that he was raised on a pirate ship from when he was little. Oh, and we're getting who we presume is crap. Why can't I think of his name now? Shit. So, wait, he seems to be walking up to the castle now. But anyway, the name will come to me eventually. Let's see here. Shiki. Is it Shiki? Anyway, I figure Roger and Rayleigh were his real family. Their whole crew, except for Buggy. Frankie's group, the Treasure Tree Atom. Okay, so they're exploring that. Unbelievable. Atom wood as far as the eye could see, and I thought it was meant to be rare. Wow, I had no idea it was so valuable overseas. Oh god, she's just picking up Frankie like he's an action figure, which this just goes to show how big he is, even to a giant. He's like the size of their head. Maybe I should start selling some on the side. Oh, really? Weren't you here to keep an eye on me? Saul seemed pretty strict about it. He was all like, it's a sacred tree, bucko. Don't go cutting it down now, you hear? You sound just like him. Still, I guess stealing from under the noses of giants is a tall order. Maybe that explains the markup. What? What's that? It's a mural. A mural? It's graffiti from eons ago. Some kids probably etched right into the bark and it got fossilized. It's now designated as a cultural heritage site thanks to its enormous historical value. Is a Punk's doodle that big of a deal? It's said to date back somewhere around or between 900 and 800 years ago. If that's true, then that would place it right in the middle of the Void Century. What? So what? Is this going to be revealed that, like, if, like, Joy Boy being seemingly giant-sized himself, is he from Elbath? Was this his, thing? Let's see here. We gotta show Robin. She'd be thrilled. Love that that's his first thought. Hey, isn't that drawing kind of odd for Elbath? Not all of the figures look like giants. Quite as far as we know, there are definitely times where the races of the world clash, but this kind of collaboration is unheard of. Okay, so presumably, uh, we're talking about like when the world, like everyone went up against what would become the world government, or vice versa. That's what I think. It was probably some kind of kid's dream, all kind of like what Big Mom has, I guess. Uh, just on a grander scale. Okay, back to the Walrus School. Class is in session. Everyone listen up. Kyahaha. Okay, the Owl Library. So this is Harley. Yep. Whoa, it's so big and old. So it's a so we get finally getting to see the Harley book. This pretty tome here preserved many of the rich myths and legends of Elbath, although it spawned countless interpretations too. Giant dust. Uh, that's why all the warriors of Elbath believe in very different versions of the sun god. Ain't that the funniest thing you ever heard? May I read it? Of course, Dishashi. The narrative is split into three distinct sections. It's said that the third world refers to the present day, meaning it's a type of prophecy. Mind you, legends of Nika have spread silently all over the world, and the only thing they all have in common is that he appears with a booming laugh to this beat. Don do to to, don do do to. I'll read aloud then. The first world. The earth burned in endless flame in the hearts of men. Oh, so we're actually getting to see it. Shit. Okay, so this is what he etched out. This is what happened all that time ago. The world burned in endless flame, and in the hearts of men burned with desire. From whispered prayers the sun god rose, reckoned by the enslaved who reached for the forbidden star. Okay, so there's Nika right there. So I'm guessing that's the forbidden star in that thing's hand. Okay. I'm seeing like mechanical stuff. Is that Zunisha? That kind of looks like Zunisha. But maybe not. There's the Ark. I imagine this robotic looking thing is actually, what you call it? Emeth. So then you've got like what looks like dragons, some more arcs. Though that looks like the Noah specifically, but this one almost looks like the one that freaking, which then there's lightning coming from it as well. So I'm guessing. Oh crap! What if somehow Enel actually like somehow replicated what I assume is Uranus with his arc that he took to the moon. Because there's the moon up there. There's a lot going on here. Some of it I recognize and can kind of infer what it is, but others no. But anyway, we read on. The god of the land was enraged. With the serpent of fire they cast the... Okay, so that's what that thing is on the far right. With the serpent of fire they cast the world into ruin. Darkness fell. Death reigned. They would not meet again. The second world, a breath stripped into the abyss. Or stirred in the abyss. The god of the forest wove their magic, nurturing its devils. Okay, so this is... So that, like, the old world died because people tried to reach some source of power. Then the second world is essentially around the time of the Void Century or before it, because they're talking about the devils. So I assume that's when the devil fruits came about. While the sun lit the embers of war, those of the half-crescent and full moons dreamed. Okay. that have to do with some of the like the Brickens and whatnot. Hmm. Shandorians, maybe. Yet, because there is like a dude there that kind of looks like a Shandorian, but I don't know. Oh, there's a mermaid. I just now realized that kind of looks like a mink. We got presumably what are some giants and whatnot. So there's a lot going on here. Yet the ones who slew the sun defied themselves, or defiled themselves, invoking the wrath of the sea god. So Poseidon? They would not meet again. Wait, who's Poseidon? Where's Poseidon in this? So I'm guessing. Each one kind of denotes like another ancient weapon. Huh. Let's see here. The third world, chaos reigns. The world drifted into a void. Yet time does not erase the memory of the promised day. So this is the Joy Boy that we read about in, at least this kind of translates to that from Fishman Island. Its shadow looms as the voice of the half moon echoes through the ages, and once more the sun god shall rise, smiling and dancing, guiding the world to its final act. The sun is reborn. And wait, the crescent moon. Is that like the will of D or something? Like, because a D kind of looks like a crescent moon if you just then add like a line. I don't know, that's probably stretching. But anyway. Oh, well, they're saying half moons, so yeah, that would be like the will of D. But then who's the full moons? Anyway. Guiding the world to its final act. The sun is reborn. A new dawn will break. Surely this time they will meet. So, what, Joy Boy meeting the dawn of like a new era that's not just an abysmal calamity? What am I? That's what I'm kind of inferring, because we've heard about different apocalypses that have happened, two specifically, and we've kind of now read that we saw like where the earth just kind of burned because people, I guess, tried to grab something that they otherwise shouldn't have had, or theoretically, the when it mentions like the what was it referred to, the forbidden stars. So I'm assuming this is like the mother flame. Could be. So then everything was burned to the ground, presumably by the mother flame. And whatever creature had it. Maybe that's Eem, actually. I don't know. But then the second world is essentially like the dawn of a glimpse of what the world will become. We're starting to see the birth of, you know, members of Will of D, as if my idea of the half crescents mean anything. Or the half moons. I don't know. It's kind of weird how it's like there's half moons here, but then there's half crescents in this one. So that one I don't get. But then they invoke the wrath of the sea god, which presumably that's, you know, Poseidon. So the power of Poseidon just kind of wrecked the world. And that was before the Void Century. And yeah, I guess so. You have Uranus in the first one, so that the Mother Flame and Uranus are probably virtually the same thing. Then you had Poseidon ended that world. And then in the third world, you know, we don't necessarily get Pluton, but it's the Void Century is the start of this, so Pluton was made. So, But yes, I'm intrigued. Also, this mural is just lovely. Like, there's so much going on. Some of which that I don't fully, have an idea of what it's supposed to be. I can assume that that might be a mermaid princess there trying to raise the Noah, maybe. Because there's like animals coming to an ark, but then there's like an angel. There's people throwing energy into what looks like some kind of machine or whatever. There's the serpent that was mentioned. Then you've got like this dragon thing. But I don't know exactly what that really was supposed to be. Then we get like this giant tree, which could be, Yggdrasil, or it could be the tree that that birth the devil fruits. Considering it also lines up with that in the picture. And then we have like all the races kind of fighting against this eldritch thing that has presumably the mother flame or Uranus, whichever name you prefer, because as far as I know, that's what it is. So, And then that's where we are now, in the third world. And Frankie's just kind of absorbing this. And there's no break, apparently. A deep mythology unveiled. Okay, so people are believing, Luffy, that Shanks is not the one who did all that. But the fact that, I am kind of wondering if Shanks helped the giants 6 years ago take down Loki to chain him to the tree. It's like, this would have been after he lost his arm. So, like if he had both arms, maybe it would have worked. I don't know. Then again, he's probably only gotten stronger since then, so maybe he could take on Loki now a little more evenly, but even then it was an all-out effort. So, but yeah. Or has this all been confirmed and my brain is just being an idiot? Please confirm that, bye. But yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking that all lines up where it's confirmed Shamrock and Shanks are twins, and Shanks is the younger, but also the estrayed brother. I guess wanted to see the world. Wasn't really caring about being tied down by the royal nature of things, of being a world noble and whatnot. So, and enjoyed, the more pleasant but chaotic life that, was offered on the surface. And then became the most chaotic profession of a pirate. So yeah, interesting. So now that really brings up the question of who's stronger, if they're legitimately twins, as it's now revealed. So, okay. There is a lot going on in this chapter. So let's discuss this in the comments. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Anything I'm literally just repeating myself now. Sorry. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Links down below for all my socials. I'm part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. And until next time, Quiche-lings. Lore and stuff.